So we're filming this 1 week after your externals. I actually never experienced externals when I was your age. How was that experience?
Long. Well, imagine taking 2 years of preparation, and now you're finally taking an exam for it, but you're not gonna finish it all in 1 day. What you're gonna do is to sit for it for 14 days straight, 3 different papers for each subject. It's a marathon. And there's this word that I learned from my friends. Kapoya!
All right. Okay. Wow. How about you, Patrick?
But yeah, I definitely agree with what Chung Bi said. Like, definitely, it was such a tiring experience, but I think it was all worth it in the end. And I think something also that made it better was like our familiarity with like the way we take externals, because in S4 we also had IGCSE and we also had our mocks to prepare for this. So I think that overall, our batch was prepared and it was like a familiar experience. So that made it a bit better, even though it was really a long test of endurance.
Even though it was so kapuya, and Patrick did point out that the mocks and having done it before when you were in secondary 4 led you to be better prepared for this, I guess, academically and emotionally as well, because I think you guys are so used to exam conditions, right? Right? Like you're like
you say
sitting
so.
down, right? So I just want to say that when I look at you guys, I feel like you have acquired a superpower, right? At an age where, people get easily distracted, studies show that our focus has shortened over time, and even more so this past decade. I'm really amazed at the way you are able to sit down and study. And I think that's really amazing, and again, a superpower that you can bring with you now. Like, you have the capacity to really sit down and complete the work. So good job to you guys, and to all your classmates as well.
Yes.
They all have this superpower. So, okay, how about let's go back to the evening of March 28th. What were you guys doing?
So actually, on the day of March 28th, we were playing golf together because it was
Yes.
Holy Week. And then we
We
were
were the
actually
only
talking
ones
about
in
it.
Cebu. Everybody was. Were you in Korea during the Easter break?
I'm pretty sure I was in the Philippines on March
Okay.
28th.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. But there was no traffic, so we decided to play golf together. And go ahead.
Yeah, so like we were even talking about that, how like the trajectory of one day could like really change the trajectory of your life, and like we had a lot of like good conversations that day. And then the night of March 28th, I think like I was attending a friend's birthday party, so that was helping me like to distract myself and keep my mind at ease. But
Yeah. I remember our conversations. Like, can you imagine in 24 hours? Again, you talk about that trajectory, right? Chung, what were you doing March 28th evening?
Also distracting myself, but for me, I distracted myself with noodles. Well, I think eating spicy noodles before and
How
after.
spicy?
Huh?
How spicy?
Not that spicy. I
Okay.
mean, if it's too spicy, you'll have diarrhea, and you can't be able to see your admission results with a peace of mind, and that's not what I want.
Okay, all
So,
right.
kind of less spicy, like
Okay.
Shin Ramyun level spicy.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of
Okay.
spicy. So that way, I was able to calm myself and prepare myself for what the results will be.
Were you able to sleep?
Not really.
Not really. So
Yeah.
you would wake up? You would wake up and check the clock? Not really.
No, I was awake like straight,
Huh?
oh,
and then slept a little bit, and then wake up
All
again.
right. Okay. So let's now move on to the morning of March 29. So just in case, our audience probably don't understand what we're talking about these days. So, but anyways, March 29, the morning of March 29, what happened? And our audience will find out soon what we're talking about. So who wants to start? The morning of March 29?
so yeah, March 29th is actually Ivy Day here in the Philippines. So it's actually March 28th in the US.
Okay.
But then, because of the time zones, it becomes March 29 morning for us. So yeah, it's a really important day. And then, of course, we were opening our admission results for the Ivy League, and our whole family is actually wearing like UPenn Wharton shirts just to like hopefully manifest it. But,
and do
yeah.
one of those videos that I see. What do you call them?
Yeah, the reaction
Yeah.
videos
All
on
right.
YouTube,
Okay. So
yeah.
you were ready.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And I remember that the results were coming at 7 a.m. Philippine time. And at 7:11, I still did not get anything from the two of you. But finally, soon after that, because that's what I checked. 7-Eleven, Patrick messages me. So can you share that whole experience when you saw the results? Did you see the confetti first? What happens?
Yeah, so actually, like, I was watching these reaction videos before, so I kind of knew what to expect. So there's actually like a banner that says like, welcome class 2828, something like that. So like, yeah, when I saw that, I was really like in shock and I couldn't believe it, yeah.
So Wharton, right? Your dream school.
Yes.
How about you, Chung?
Same here with Pat. So we opened our laptops, opened the email, and saw our admission results.
So your mom was with you?
Yeah,
Yes.
my mom was
All
with me.
right. Okay, Dad?
Oh, Dad was on the phone call
Oh, wow.
while he was
Alright.
eating at a restaurant at South Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how we were able to
Okay.
share that experience.
All right. And then, so when you got your Brown University result, what was the reaction?
We rejoiced.
How?
Something like, yeah.
And I know that your neighbors can hear. Did they hear you scream like that?
No, we did it quite
Okay. All right.
a bit loudly,
All right.
but this is something. It's okay. Like it's just once in a
Of
time.
course, this is the Ivy Leagues after all. All right. So, wow, to be able to realize your dream, right? It is a dream because we all know how difficult it is to get into the Ivy Leagues. I think for Wharton, the figures were 65,000, the biggest number of applications this year. And for you in Brown, that was 48,000 applications this year. So, and only an acceptance rate of 5%, but even for international students, down to 3%, right? So we knew this was a dream. So imagine you guys, you have this goal, dream, and you get it. So how does that feel? Or what is that now when you get to realize a dream?
I honestly, it's like, it hasn't even really sunk in that much, I guess. Like,
Yeah, sometimes I hear, Patrick, I still can't believe I'm going to Wharton, right?
Yeah.
So,
but like, honestly, like this dream, I felt like before it wasn't even really like something that I was set on for a long time. It was like kind of just there, but like just to try, you know, and like see like, maybe like, you know, just who knows? Like who really knows? And like to actually like have it done is actually, yeah, it's unbelievable.
Chung?
For me, I think it's sunk in pretty well. So, and how I felt about it was that it was really motivating.
And you're moving on to your next dream and goal now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's, again, for me, it's like, wow, to have that evidence already this early that, hey guys, nothing is really impossible, right? That you could set those dreams and you know what you have to do to get there, to get your dreams, all right? So tell us more about your course. Chung, what are you taking up at Brown?
Biochemistry and molecular biology. It's basically a combo of physics, biology, chemistry, and statistics. And you'll have to learn about life at the level of cells, hence the name molecular biology. So
All
it's like
right.
that.
All right. Oh, wonderful. And eventually, are you eyeing a specific profession or a specific cure or research work?
Well, I'm hoping to focus more on immunological research, especially pharmaceutical treatments for solid cancers. But
Okay, wow.
and it's in the field of pharmaceutical industries. Yeah, that's
All
what I'm
right,
aiming at.
fantastic. All right. How about you, Pat, taking up finance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, finance, like since before I actually had like experience investing in the stock market.
Ooh.
So like I was really interested in that, and also I took a course in finance last summer when I went to Wharton for a summer program. So I think that was a really good experience, and also like reinforced my interest in finance. That this is you know, the area that I want to concentrate in. So yeah.
Yeah, exciting. So we're here with two SSC graduates from the class of 2024 headed to the Ivy Leagues. Spill your secret sauce that you can then share to peers who may want to follow in your footsteps. Who wants to go first? Okay, you raise your hand together. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay, you can
I mean,
do that also,
lucky day-
right?
lucky day then.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it was really the unwavering support that we had from each other, our friends and teachers. What really was memorable for me was how each of my friends just stood by me when we procrastinated together for assignments or some research papers. There was this lunch session where one of my friends just stood by me and taught me how to write a math IA
Wow.
without eating lunch.
He
And-
didn't,
Huh?
or he or she didn't eat. You neither.
Yeah,
You, okay.
we didn't eat.
Okay,
And
wow.
I really feel grateful for that kind of support that all of my friends gave me. Like, even at their loss, they would share something like that.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, so for me, I feel like I'll talk more from like a college admissions perspective. So of course, I share the same sentiments with Chung, but also like if you're applying to the US, I feel like something that's really important to note is that they have a holistic review. So while other countries might only focus on mostly grades, the US looks at grades, extracurriculars, your essays, etc. So it's really good to be like well balanced in all areas. And one thing that I think was memorable is for UPenn specifically, I think they're big on community. So, and I think that's one thing that we do really well here at SSC, where from a young age we're really nurtured to to care genuinely for the community, to give back to the community with like our interactions with UMAPAD, and yeah. So I think that was a really important part of the secret sauce.
So, you guys watch K-drama?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes? What was the last one you watched?
I think, what's the last one I watched? I was planning to watch Queen of Tears,
Okay.
but I haven't started yet.
All right. Okay, how about you?
Goblin.
Really? That was quite long ago. Anyway, the reason why I asked this is because you know how I noticed that the plot usually includes some kind of fate wherein the couple, they meet up, but somehow when they were babies or when they were young, they kind of already met up with each other. And the reason why I bring this up is because the two of you, unbeknownst to the two of you, actually something happened when you were just 3 years old that really convinced me that I can open SSC and we will be okay. All right? So, do you know what I'm talking about? I've been telling you about this accident 15 years ago when you were just 3. So, they bumped into each other and Patrick ended up, thankfully, it wasn't anything more serious than losing his 2 front teeth. Okay? Now, when I mentioned it to them, they were arguing. So what happened again to that argument? Who bumped into each other for him to lose his 2 front teeth? This was in Gymboree, by the way, okay? So I've known them since they were babies, and they started in Gymboree, graduated, and moved to SSC. So let's talk about that accident, as Chung Bi would insist, 15 years ago. So I remember they were running. I mean, it was a drill. Like, you go here and run back to the base. And I think it was Patrick who was going back. And somehow Chung Bi jumped. And Patrick hit Patrick. Your chin hit. What happened?
My head hit his chin.
I think so. Yeah. But I only remember being like face flat on the mat. Like that's what I remember.
Oh my goodness. And there was a lot of blood. And you know what? I'm actually scared of blood, right? So I just remember, of course, we were very concerned if, of course, like head injury and stuff like that. But I caught his 2 front teeth because I read that when you have baby teeth, the way to salvage them is to put them in milk. Right? So I ran because I have milk in the fridge exactly for that reason. And then so I put it in a cup and just blood. Patrick had a lot of blood because again, I think when you lose your 2 front teeth, it's like, when it's a gum injury, it's bloody, right? So, and the thing was, it was a Wednesday, and normally doctors are off on Wednesdays. So, people were helping me try to open up this pediatric dentist's office, and thankfully, he said yes, and off we went with Patrick. And I remember going to dinner after with Miss Amy, and I still had blood on my clothes, and I told Miss Amy that, wow, I just realized I'm stronger than I think, and that the way I was able to handle that crisis paved the way for me to handle more crisis, especially, when you have a school and, we hit the pandemic. So I'm just saying that, I don't know if this is like a good analogy, but for the two of you now to have made it to the Ivy Leagues, which is one of the biggest dreams also of the school, I just felt like, wow, such amazing serendipity. Right?
Like K-drama.
Right? So it's like, I mean, it could have been 3 of you, 4 of you, or just one, but it had to be the 2 of you. And I just want you to know that. I shared this story also with the school leadership team and some other people. And we were like really saying, it truly is a sign, you know, and you get those signs every now in your life about, a sign, a reassurance, like you can do it. And really, thank you so much for bringing pride and honor to your school. You're the only school you know of, guys. Right? You've never known any other school. Ever been curious about attending another school?
I went to Apple Kindergarten before.
Okay. And can't remember.
Yeah, good point. So, not a good way to compare. But like, okay.
All right. I don't know if my laughter is too much. Okay. How about you, Pat?
Yeah, honestly, I've never known any other school, never really thought of transferring to any other school, honestly. SSC is like home, so.
And we really need to, I thank your parents for that. I mean, we were just a new school, but to trust us so much, to take care and be their partners in your journey. So talking about your parents are amazing. So share to us their impact or their influence in your life, right? In your respective lives. Who wants to start?
So yeah, I can start.
Okay,
I feel like my parents were really good role models for me to emulate as a child. Like ever since before, I'd be inspired by how they'd work late nights every night, just to work hard and provide like a better education, better future for us. And I was like, that kind of diligence is what I want to follow. And also like my dad is like, he holds like leadership positions, and so like, through my experiences as house rep, pupil council, I feel like I was able to learn a lot from his leadership. So yeah, I'm really thankful for them.
How about you, Chung?
Well, what I really learned from my parents from these past 18 years was about time management. Well, sometimes it gets really confusing on what you have to do, especially when there's so many things to work on. And that was just what the IB experience is about. But I believe that sometimes sitting down on your laptop and try to arrange everything that's there that you have to do on an Excel file, that really helps. Because you get to know how much time you should be spending for each activity. And this is what really helped me get through the whole experience.
Amazing. So shout out to your parents. Any message?
Oh, if I can borrow this place for a while. 어머니 아버지 정말 감사합니다. 사랑해요.
All right, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
All right, amazing. Okay, so what are you going to be doing on the evening of June 1st?
Let's celebrate where we come from. So
Is that your graduation song? Is
Yes, that's the graduation
okay.
song.
So you're gonna celebrate where you came from?
no, I mean, sorry.
Because that means you'll be staying in school. No.
We'll
You should. Okay, so
celebrate with our friends.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought you were gonna celebrate still here. No, you're going out with your friends. Okay. And
Yeah,
evening of
graduation,
June 1st?
honestly, it's like, it's a celebration, but it's also like the end of a journey, I guess. So like, it's gonna be bittersweet for sure, saying goodbye to like your friends. Some of them you might not see a lot anymore, but at the end of the day, like, that's just life. We grow up, and yeah. At the evening of June 1st, I think we're gonna have a like family dinner, and yeah, just like cherish the moments before we leave for college. Also, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed our first episode of ChatSSC. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, More.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Woohoo!